Good job.
All right. You recall, Biyi,
yes.
the first time you came,
yeah,
I said we'll be discussing issues.
Oh, yes.
They will majorly be on sports, but we'll be,
digressing
to other areas.
You know, even as we move
and
on.
Today we are going to showcase just that. We're going to be talking about politics. In talking politics today, Biyi, I will remember what is currently trending, and that is the allegation raised by Mr. Ayodele.
Yes.
Is it Ayodele FAYOSE?
Ayodele FAYOSE, yeah.
The former governor of Ekiti State. And if you are following the former governor, he's somebody who knows how to throw salvos. But I think he hardly do so unless
it's
maybe provoked. But that provocation may not be obvious.
Oh, yes.
You would not know what somebody...
It actually depends on what he felt that he's...
But he will just come out.
He will just come out.
And then he will face you headlong.
That's it.
And he will challenge you.
Oh, yes.
So, the current one, in order not to waste our time, you recall there was this unfortunate fire explosion in Ibadan early last year.
Oh, yeah, early last year.
I think it's about bombs. Miners, exactly.
Yes,
God bless you.
Miners.
I think they were keeping this thing somewhere. And
they kept it in a residential area, and one thing led to the other. There was a very big explosion in the Bodija area.
God bless you.
Was
Bodija.
Yes.
And of course, it affected a lot of innocent people.
A lot.
Houses blown off, properties lost, lives, So, and out of pity and understanding, the federal government felt that this is serious disaster bedeviling a sister state, so to speak. And so they, one way or the other, they offer assistance
to the
government of Oyo State. Yeah. According to Mr. FAYOSE, allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly. According to Mr. FAYOSE, that money was 50 billion naira.
Oh, yes.
But the Oyo State government, through the aid of the governor, came out and debunked that claim that there was no such money from the federal government. And the next thing we saw, and another day, FAYOSE came out again with what appeared to be
a letter,
a document, serving as
evidence
to support his claim. And it is, and he showcased it to the press in a press conference. And the outcome of that is that Oyo State now came out and said, well, the money is not 50 billion,
the money is
only 30 billion. And the question that follows is that, why did you deny 50 in the first place? Or why deny collecting anything at all? Why not just forward the information immediately? Anyway, that's by the way, the Oyo State government too may have their reasons.
Yes.
Governance is something complex, and some of it may not be too obvious to the public. So, but now, Mr. FAYOSE is now saying that even at 30, that he has evidence to prove that he only released 4.5 billion naira to the victims. Of course, we are talking of victims of fire disaster. Money meant to support them, to assist them, to relieve them. That's the word. Thank you,
to relieve them.
So, and you know how touchy that can be to an African person. Even me affect somehow. But with the benefit of hindsight that the Oyo State government too, they have their own side of the story. Because the way it was presented is that you released 4.5 billion, pocketing 25.5 billion. If that were to be true, of course, we know what to say here. We know what to say because we may not care whose ox is caught. But the fact that we have not heard in details from the Oyo State, we're going to hold ourselves back on this. But the question is that in other crimes that you know, by now, with the fact that it is established that 30 billion naira was collected, and it was initially denied, and then now somebody is even alleging that in some crimes, what do you think will be happening by now? Or put differently, how do you feel this holistically, the entire scenario?
Well, thank you very much, Bode. This it's a critical moment that calls for critical thinking, because we all have to look at the situation, the person throwing the allegation, what he was allegedly, insinuating that has happened. Has it really happened? What is going on? Is there something that actually brought out the entire scenario that we have now? Was there a problem between the two governors? Because for
You're talking of motive now.
Motive. We have to look at it that how did, you seldomly hear these people throw this type of tantrum against each other. This is supposed to be an elite club of people that knows how to manage money and are not managing it well. So if this is an elite club of, what I'm talking about. So what prompted this very allegation? There must have been something. There is always something behind the story. But we can only talk about the facts that they have put out there.
Yes, on the table.
The fact they have put on the table, 50 billion allegation here, 30 billion was collected, 4-point-something billion was spent. If you look at the figures, all the figures, allegedly, being put out by this, two
political giants.
Two political giants. You are tempted to sit back and say, hey, what is happening here? All this billion, they are not small money. When this fire happened in January 17th or 16th of 2024, it was a big thing around that area. People's houses were blown off. People's houses were destroyed. People's lives were shattered. That's just the way to put it. So if you look at that, after all that said and done, so the people only got this patronage amount instead of this amount, I don't think anybody will be happy.
No,
but like I said, allegedly. And then we never know what transpired between the two giants that are actually throwing out the figure. They might decide to shoot the sword and the whole story will just
fizzle out.
Will just fizzle out like that. So, but the onus is on the person that is alleging, number one. And then the onus is on the people, on the government that is receiving the allegation too. They can either come forward with the facts and say, okay,
because they must have certain details.
That is what that is exactly what.
And now it was disbursed.
That is exactly what. Sometimes money and then rectifying other situations, even within that compass, can happen in government. Roads were blown off.
Rerouting of funds.
That is it. Because if there was an explosion, roads can be blown off. The road has to be fixed too. So we are not only talking about money given to people. What other things? Restoration of other infrastructures. That could happen too. We don't have the figure. We don't know what they did with it. But the onus is, like I said, the onus is on the government to come out clean and say, oh, we are government. Sometimes this is what happened in government. I'm sure Mr. FAYOSE knows that too. He was a governor of a state. He knows that.
Of course, it was query about a poultry in those days.
Well,
he was.
That is it.
And he had some explanation to give.
Oh, yes. When they say, how can you have a poultry and you can't smell the birds?
They are not defecating.
They are not defecating. So all this, allegedly that... allegedly.
Biyi, don't put...
allegedly. So
allegedly.
You will look at it and say, well, I know definitely something happened between the two of them.
Of course, there must be personal animosity.
We seldomly hear this type of thing against, especially the party concerned. One ex-governor telling the other ex-governor, you didn't spend this money. Because there are allegations all over the place. The FAYOSE yourself allegedly has a case with EFCC that has not been resolved. So everybody...
But he said he's not running away from anybody.
Well...
That is available anytime. That is needed.
Likewise, the governor of FAYOSE...
that is implying that he has no skeleton in his cupboard.
Well, allegations.
Yes.
Allegations will fly.
Yeah.
These are just one of those allegations that I believe, even if I make you a chairman of my local government, it will fly.
It will.
But the onus is on you to do the right thing by explaining to the people that, okay, this allegation has come, but these are the facts.
Now that's a very key point here.
Yeah.
On a very serious note.
Yes.
When things like this happen, you know, people are involved, and you are running on people's mandate.
That's it.
It behoves on you to make available, as a matter of immediacy.
That's it.
To make available the actual facts, the way things are.
That's it.
So that people not give room for people to be speculating, to be, congesturing, cooking up, concocting stories.
That is the point.
So, but the more you delay such explanation, the more suspicion grows.
Feel that,
probably will not need to hide. Yeah. You understand? So, I think we must make that point on a very serious note.
That's it.
It doesn't, within 24, 48 hours, Oyo State government will have come out and tell the world.
Yes, truly, this is the amount
picture
of as a government, this and this and this and other things that are attached to
that's
that.
That's what we call financial reordering. Maybe they reordered. In terms of priority,
anything can happen.
Yes, but let us hear the
onus is on them to come out and lay the facts on the table. And like you said earlier, that in other climes, you know, this is where we are still lacking behind. In other climes, they would have come out and somebody would have explained something that, okay, this is what happened, this is what happened. Even if we hear in doing our job, but this is what we did.
We did.
And everybody will be able to see that fact and understand the fact that, okay, this is what they did. Oh, they made a mistake, but these are the facts of what they did.
But sometimes when there are issues like this, reputation also helps. What is your assessment of MAKINDE as a governor in Oyo State in the last 5 or so years?
Sincerely,
in the last 6 years.
You know, I'm one person that is close to Oyo State. I go there all the time. My mom actually lived in Oyo State before she passed away some couple of years ago. So Oyo State is not a strange place for me. In fact, I was born at the UCH.
But wow.
So it's something that I really, really know. And I will tell you, for MAKINDE, what I'm seeing on the ground in terms of infrastructure and roads, connecting almost everywhere, I think he did a wonderful job. You know, I think he did a wonderful job. Every corner I turn, there are tarred roads, good roads to go to, even into the inner, inner corners. You know, but as a government, like you rightly said, reordering, priorities can change. Things can happen along the way. If there was a bomb blast and then the following week there is another storm or flood, they have to deal with it. As a sitting governor, you have a lot in your plate. And it's you that understand according to priorities. Where do I go next? What do I do next? Okay? We cannot say we got this particular amount and only 10 people came forward that their property were damaged, and then we should just give the whole amount to them.
That's another angle.
That's another angle. I know that people, this type of thing happens.
You know, some people don't even have all this processing, bureaucracy, and some of them are rich anyway. You know, it's Bodija. Is it not Bodija?
Of course.
Maybe they are just somebody like me, because
some of the people may not even come forward. Others may come forward. Some people might fix it.
And some may not know.
Some may not even know.
Some may not know.
You know, these are things that happen. You can go on the radio and tell people to come, and some people will still come to you that we didn't hear. You understand? So the onus is just on. Once, you measure accusation with complaint. You have to balance the two. How many people in Bode are complaining about that incident? Now, what are those people doing? Are they taking the government to court? Are they going to do this? What are they doing? So if there are a lot of noise about it, oh, we didn't get anything, then everybody will know what happened here. Then we start putting pen to paper and start doing calculations. Like, okay, so what happened here? You said you gave out so amount. Now we have 300 people still carrying placard. So what is happening? So I know the government will have their reason. I don't know, but they are.
But your FAYOSE, would you say that this matter is going to be off ground in a hurry?
Without your FAYOSE, we are on a marathon. this is not a sprint. I can tell you that. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. Because he doesn't back. It's not somebody that back.
Could all this have something to do with 2027?
It could
because
be.
Let me prepare my mind.
Yes.
Strange enough, MAKINDE belongs to PDP, and he supported Bola Ahmed Tinubu of APC in 2023.
Oh, yes.
And against 2027 now, he has come out openly to say that he's not supporting the president. That he has his reasons that, that is disappointed in some ways.
You can't rule out politics from all this.
And FAYOSE too has never been in the same party with Bola Ahmed Tinubu. No, but he has always had sympathy for him.
Oh, yes.
And he has always respected him a lot.
Yes.
He holds him in high, respect.
Yes.
So, where is 2017 in all this?
Yeah, well,
suddenly tantrums left and right.
You need your pen to poke the big ball.
To poke deeper.
Yes, you need the pen to poke. The big ball is there. You need to poke the big ball.
But is that smart politics on the part of is politics?
Which
telling
politics?
The president?
you see, this is what democracy is all about. Everybody, I'm sure, the president will not even, because politics is about the groundwork. It's not everybody that will support you.
Definitely.
Definitely, there will be people.
Most of they don't even belong to the same party.
That is it. So, what if his party decide to have a candidate, or he happens to be the candidate of the party?
So how will he?
Now you become a competitor. So how can I? So these are some of the things that everything is still in a bubbling form, but I'm sure it will eventually settle. And then we will know left from right, how people are preparing, who is going to be who, everything. In this new year we are going to, by the grace of God, the new year will bring up a lot of issues.
Yes.
We will hear more about issues like this, I'm telling you. We are just starting.
This year you are talking will be the eve of the year of election.
There is
so going to be a lot of activities.
There is no 2027. That's what most people don't know.
It's actually 2026. That is the year of action.
That is the year of action, because by the time you hit February of 2027, there's going to be an election. By the time you are in March, there's going to be an election. So tell me.
And this election will have been sorted, well ahead.
If you are winning an election by the end of 2026, you don't know if you are going to win,
then you are not in the race.
You are not in the race. You don't have to deceive yourself. You are not in the race. This 2026 is a big year for Nigeria. We are going into an election year in 2027. But the preparation of that election is going to happen right here in Nigeria in 2026. And I'm sure that, like I said earlier, we're still going to hear more about something like this. A lot of tantrums are still going to be thrown left, right, and center.
Because that's another weapon in politics.
Oh, yes, it is a weapon.
Pull him down.
Pull him down. Knock him off his stride.
And why not?
Don't let him get
you don't wish you